So, Gail and Ollie.
Yeah. Hi.
Eddie.
Rob, Ed.
The making of the album. Where did we start and how?
The making of the album, originally we got an email of loads of demos on it, pretty much.
There's a big blank space where there's meant to be some songs, and then eventually started to get excited about things. Then I sent you a bunch of things, and then eventually I sent Ed and Rob a bunch of things, and then, but it didn't really start getting going until we all got together in this place.
We kind of worked on the enthusiasm model where whatever everyone's enthusiastic about kind of gets carried forward, and anything no one mentions, I remember now, but other things just get left.
That's the filter, the enthusiasm filter. So it's like a pyramid or whatever. You build to that kind of. We were actually here over a course of, I don't know, maybe a month or two, actually doing sort of demoing and trying ideas sporadically. I mean, we probably could have put it all into 2 weeks if we'd bothered to block it out like that. But I think the process probably took place over a couple of months till we got down to that 12 songs, which ended up 11, I believe.
We actually booked a studio, which we've found on the album before this one. We did the same thing. I mean, the last two records are sort of like slightly paired and slightly separate in some ways to all the ones before, just because the way we've made them is a bit different. Traditionally it was like me and Gail on our own for ages and ages and ages, and now we do it, like Gail said, we kind of like we do it more as a band, you know. We try stuff out as a band. That's a big thing actually, is like, you know, we actually play ideas now before we even record them.
Our history was that we came from like a kind of small 4-track machines, and that kind of evolved. We made records kind of that way, was how we got the ideas together, and I guess that ended up evolving to laptops. That kind of brought a load of problems with it.
Because they were too good.
It wasn't the same as a 4-track.
4-track you still have to.
4-track you're still recording.
Have to start at the beginning.
You can't digitally edit a 4-track.
Yeah, you listen to the song the whole way through, almost if you're going to put something down.
And you laid your track over the other, and you multi-track. But you have to really be able to play it.
Yeah, so you have to listen to it a lot. And on the laptop you kind of just go, I've done the chorus, well, that's it.
Print, paste.
So now it's kind of more like the original idea, but slightly expanded.
Like just a new version.
Well,
a new version of
that makes complete sense.
Which I think, influences everything afterwards. Like the whole the reason why it works live, the reason why the shows are so damn great.
Isn't that right, Ed?
Isn't that right, Ed? Very quiet today.
He's quiet today.
Very
it's unlike him.
It's
very unlike him.
It's I think some of the reason why we can do it for real after making the record is because of like that linear process of writing and creating it.
Going back to sort of the album and the recording of it, the making of it, that's really what we do in Rockfield. Or wherever we choose to record. Because we can already play it, we've worked out what we can play, what we can't, and we've demoed it. We go in and play naturally. That's the starting point. If you can't, then there's probably something wrong. So that's how it kind of works once you're in the studio, and then it's a case of embellishing the skeleton that you've already kind of built, probably before going in. And actually recording, in the posh studio was only 2 weeks long. So
that was 1 week of actually recording and 1 week of just sitting around wondering
drinking
what
tea,
to do.
Eating chocolate, which is generally what we do.
Once you can play the songs with a band, a group of 4 people, you could feasibly make an album in a day. You can go, that was it. We're going to take number 2, and take number 2 and take number 3, and that's it. But it wasn't that easy.
It would be very bare bones.
Luckily, we've got Ali Staten, who kind of co-produces and mixes the records with us and engineers them. And he doesn't sleep. which is very
Or
handy.
sit down.
He's the only person I've ever known that he doesn't exist on sleep.
Very long arms.
Very long arms, and he
For a
doesn't sit
small
down.
body,
He
long
doesn't
arms.
sit down. He's evolved in a studio environment. He has console arms.
Yeah, it's true. He's like gadget arms. They seem to. He can. Yeah, he could
can't-
reach
well,
that, for instance, where I can't. He could.
And your arms are long.
No.